Good evening, everyone. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch, a 1985 pennant race. We got a good game tonight. We are live at the Astrodome. Tonight's matchup, it's the San Diego Padres taking on the Houston Astros here at the Astrodome. This game is ginormous. The Padres and Astros both have a record of 76 wins and 65 losses, and at this moment, they are both tied for third place in the National League West. Remember, top three teams in each division make the playoffs. So this game, whoever wins this game, will move into third place as we're now midway through the pennant race and approaching the final 2 weeks of the season. So this is a big game in the National League West between these two teams. I am definitely looking forward to this one. Bears Den 007 is first to join us at the Astrodome. The last time we were here in the Astrodome, the Astros won a game against the Pirates 12-11 in one of the craziest games I've ever played. The Astrodome, not known for home runs, but there were 6 of them hit in that game. Let's see what happens tonight. Let's see if the Astrodome kind of calms down a little bit in tonight's matchup. Philip Reynolds joins us here at the Astrodome. So we'll see what happens tonight. Big game in the National League West. Both teams tied for third. Who knows what can happen tonight in a very important game. Starting pitcher for the Astros tonight was Nolan Ryan. The Von Ryan Express was arrived. 10 wins, 12 losses, a 3.80 ERA. Ryan did not have that great a year, but he was still very capable and still had 209 strikeouts. This will be his big attempt here to see if the Astros can get a big win over the Padres. Top of the first inning. Leading off for the Padres will be center fielder Miguel Delone, who was traded over to the Padres from the Expos. That's why he's in an Expos card. Delone is in center field for this matchup. He gets the call. Let's play some baseball. And that is a 6-1 against the lefty switch. That's a blank. Delone gets the swing, 3-4, and he flies out to right. I'll try to take it easy on my voice. I think I strained it again in this morning's game in the World Series between the Dodgers and the Rays. That was a crazy matchup as well. Here's the shortstop, Gary Templeton, batted .282 for the Padres. 6-5, that's a walk chance, and the 8 is too high. Astrodome subtracts only 1 from walks. Templeton will swing 4-4, and that is a ball hit to right field. That is a 4 against a righty. That's going to be a double for Gary Templeton. Smacks a double to right. He will head to second base. And that brings up one of the best hitters in history, right fielder Tony Gwynn. Batted .317 last in 1985. He had 6 homers. Bob's Tabletop Sports joins us here at the Astrodome. Runner on second after a double by Templeton. A huge game tonight in the Astrodome. Checking on a strat, see if anything going on. 19-0. Ryan will pitch. That's a 5-3 against the lefty. Walk chance. The 18 is high. Gwynn gets to swing 4-2, and that's going to be a base hit to left field. That is a single. Gary Templeton's base running rating is a 4. Single to left to get to home. You add 1 is a 5. The left fielder for the Astros is Cruz. He adds 1. That's a 6. Templeton will score without a throw. Gwynn will hold it first, and just like that, the Padres are up 1-0. RBI single by Gwynn. Next batter is the third baseman, Greg Nettles. Had 15 home runs in 85. Infield goes to halfway, and that is a 13-0 happening. Ryan will pitch. That's a 2-1 walk chance. 14 is good. He will walk Nettles, and Ryan is off to a shaky start here in the top of the first. That brings up the catcher, Terry Kennedy. Runners at first and second for the Padres. Ryan, they're going to go check on him, see if he's all right. Kennedy batted .261 in 85. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Infield is still halfway. Strat says a 4. Nothing happening, I don't think. No, nothing happening. Gwynn has an attempt rating of 3 plus 1 is a 4. Divided by 2 is a 2. You're not going to do a hit and run with a runner on second base. So 1 out. Ryan will pitch. And that's a 6-6 error on a throw. Kennedy swings 3-1. That's a star 5, and it's a ground ball to second base. The ball is hit to The ball is hit to Pankovitz. He has no error rating, so is a 0. So now let's see if they turn the double play. Kennedy's double play rating is a 4. Nothing from Ryan. Halfway is 5. The ball is hit to second, so the shortstop Reynolds has no arm. So a 1-5, the Astros get out of it. And they don't. That's a 6. So Gwynn will advance to third, and Nettles advances to second. The only play was to first. An 83% chance to get a double play, and the Astros can't get it. How about that? Runners at second and third now with 2 outs. The next batter will be the first baseman, Steve Garvey. Batted .281, 17 homers that year for the Friars. Padres are off to a good start here. 2 outs. Infield now is back. Strat says a 1. No, Gwynn is not going to try to steal home. So Ryan will go ahead and pitch. And that's a 4-5 strikeout chance. 10 is too high. Garvey gets to swing 2-3, and it's a fly out to left, and that will end the inning. Padres get 1 run on 2 hits and a walk. Good start for them. Starting pitcher for the San Diego Padres tonight is LaMarr Hoyt. 16 wins, 8 losses, 3.47 ERA. He gets the call tonight. The Astros historically won this game 2-1. So there's the one win. There's the 1 run for the Padres already. We'll see if Nolan Ryan calms down the rest of the way. Leading off for the Astros will be Kevin Bass, and he is in center field for the game. LaMarr Hoyt will pitch. And that's a 6-6. That's a straight home run check. Bass is hitting from the left side, but it doesn't matter. Against a righty, a 1-11. That's a 10, and Bass gets one high, deep, and gone. It is out of here. First batter up for the Astros, and Kevin Bass sends a home run clearly into right field, and that ball is out of here, and we're tied at 1. Didn't take long for the Astros to tie the game there. Home run by Bass. Here I am, the Astrodome. The Astrodome only allowed 94 home runs all season long. Combining the last game I had with the Pirates and now this one, I've had 7 of those home runs. Here's Craig Reynolds for the Astros. He is at shortstop tonight. LaMarr Hoyt gives up the homer to Bass. Pitch to Hoyt, 6-2, strikeout chance. 15 is high. Reynolds gets to swing, 2-4. He pops out to first. That's the first out. And next batter up is Denny Walling. He is the third baseman. Walling batted .270 and 85. Hoyt's pitch, 1-2, walk chance, 12 is high. Walling gets the swing, 6-6, and he flies out to center. That is out number 2. And now here's Jose Cruz. Cruz is in left field tonight. He batted .300 for the Astros. Hoyt with the pitch. That's a 6-5. That's a strikeout chance. The 12 is high. Cruz gets the swing, 4-2. He lines out to short, and that will end the inning. 1 run on 1 hit for the Astros. It's aces wild on the scoreboard, tied at 1 after 1. This game will probably feel like a playoff game in a way. Whoever wins this game takes over third place. And remember, top 3 make the playoffs in each division. That's why we have lots of meaningful baseball left to play. Top of the second, here's left fielder Carmelo Martinez. He had 21 homers in 85. Let's see if Ryan's calmed down. 4-3, strikeout chance. 13 is high. Martinez will swing 2-6, star 2. He grounds it to third. That's the first out. Next up is Tim Flannery. Flannery is at second base. Flannery batted .281 that year. Ryan's pitch, 1-6, walk plus. That 20 is going to be good. Flannery will trot down to first base on a walk by Ryan. That is ball 4. Flannery trots down there. And that brings up the pitcher, LaMarr Hoyt. He batted only .063 as a pitcher for the Padres that year. Infield halfway. Let's see if the bunt gets called. And that is a 15. Yes, the bunt will be on. The corners will be in. Corners are in for the Astros. Ryan with the pitch. 4-1. That's at the park. That is negate. That is ignored because it's a bunt. So Hoyt will bunt away. And that is a 2. And that is bunted right back to Ryan. And Hoyt's bunt rating is a 3. Goes down to a 2. Let's see what happens here. And that is a 12. And that's going to be a foul. That is a foul ball. As LaMarr Hoyt fouls that back. Strike 1. They will do it again. The pitcher is automatically considered in. They'll do it again. Ryan will pitch. Again a 2-1. Again a 2-1. This time it's a walk chance. Walks are halved. And the only way LaMarr Hoyt would have been walked would have been on a 1. And actually not a chance even with the 1-1 in Astrodome is a 0. So no chance for a walk. So Hoyt will lay the bunt down again. And this time he bunts it. He bunts it at the plate to the catcher. And the catcher, of course, also means no change to the bunt. Actually, adds 1 to the. Wait a minute. Hold on a minute here. The catcher is considered in, so the bunt rating will go down to a 2 again. That's an 18. And this time, it's bunted too hard. It's a possible double play. LaMarr Hoyt's double play rating's a 2. Ryan 0. Corners are. There is no double. There is an addition to the double play on a bunt. So you add 1 for the catcher, so it's a 3. The pivot man for the batter is the second baseman. And that is Pankovitz, and he has no adjustment. A 1-3, they'll turn the double play. And they do. So it's catcher to second base, back to first, double play, inning over. LaMarr Hoyt fails miserably. And that turned out into the 2-4-3 double play. So nothing there for the Padres except a walk. We go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Astros will be Jerry Mumphrey. And he is at right field for the game. LaMarr Hoyt with the pitch. 4-5. That's a blank. Mumphrey gets the swing. 3-5. And that's a double into center field. Jerry Mumphrey gets a leadoff double for the Astros, and he will go to second. Next batter, the first baseman, Glenn Davis. He had 20 homers for the Astros that year with a .271 average. Runner on second, infield will stay normal. That is a 7, nothing happening. Hoyt will pitch. That's a 1-6 against the righty. Strikeout chance. 17 is high. Davis will swing. 4-2. That's a fly out to center. And Jerry Mumphrey's base running rating is a 3. He has no chance to make it to second base, to make it to third base on a fly out to center because 3 is subtracted from the BR. So he'll stay at second base for out number 1. Here's Jim Pankovitz. He's at second base for the ball game. 1 out. Checking a strat, 19. Pankovitz, I don't think he'll bunt. I think he'll swing away with a runner on second. Hoyt with the pitch. 2-4. That's a blank. Pankovitz. Dang, I can't get anything to look in here. Pankovitz, 4-6. That's a fly out to center. That's out number 2. And again, Mumphrey has to stay at second. Next up for the Astros, catcher Mark Bailey. He batted .265 in 85 here. Strat says a 17, nothing happening. Hoyt with the pitch. 4-6, wild pitch. 12 is too high. They'll do it again. That's ball 1. Hoyt will pitch. And that's a 4-1. That's a range play at the park. Astrodome says 4-3. That's a fly ball to left field, and that ball is hit to Martinez. His range is a 3. And he makes the catch, side retired. Nice play by Martinez. And that took probably, I'm pretty sure that took a hit away, a run out of there. So no runs and a hit after 2, still tied at 1. Top of inning number 3. Leading off for the Padres will be Delone. He's 0 for 1. Ryan, 5-3 against the switch hitter left. That's a walk chance. The 1 is good. Delone will trot down to first on a walk. Leadoff runner on first base for the Friars. Here's Templeton. Infield will go half. Strat says a 14. Ooh, 14. Delone has a 14 attempt. And +1, Ryan, 15. Let's see. Do we do a steal? Yes, we do. 15 + 1 is 16. The catcher is Bailey, has no arm. Delone is going to try to steal second. 1-16. He is out of there. God dang, I'm not getting the rolls. 80% chance to steal. Mark Bailey guns him down at second base. You gotta be kidding me. That's out number 1. Delone tries to steal on a 17. He's gunned down. And now Templeton will swing with the bases empty. Ryan with the pitch. 1-2. Strikeout chance. 6. That's good. He got him there. And that is strikeout number 1 for Ryan. 2 outs. He had 209 of them in 85. He already has 3 walks. Here's Gwynn. Gwynn got a base hit his last time up. He's 1 for 1. Ryan with the pitch, 1-4. Strikeout chance, 12 is high. Gwynn will swing, 1-5. That's a star 4, and he grounds it to first. Only a walk for the Padres, but that's all they get. And Miguel Delone is gunned down at second base by Mark Bailey. We go to the bottom of the third. Leading off for the Astros will be Nolan Ryan. He's the pitcher. Batted 111 as a hitter that year. Hoyt with the pitch. 6-5. That's a strikeout chance. That one is no-brainer, and Ryan will go down on strikes. That's strikeout number 1 for Hoyt. He had 83 of them in 85. He goes ahead and takes care of business with Ryan. And now here's Kevin Bass. Gets a nice ovation from the Astrodome. He had a solo jack his first time up to lead off the game. Hoyt will pitch, and that's a 6-2 strikeout chance. 3, got him. Strikeout number 2 for Hoyt, as that 3 nails him. And now here's Craig Reynolds. Reynolds is 0 for 1. Pitch from Hoyt, 6-3, error on a throw. Reynolds will swing, 1-3. That's a fly ball to right field. Of course, there's no error on that. And a 1-2-3 inning for Hoyt. And at the end of 3, we're tied at 1. The final score of this game was the Astros winning it 2-1. There were a total of 16 hits in the game and 3 errors. So far, let's see how this game measures up. Leading off for the Friars will be Greg Nettles. Nettles walked his last time up. Ryan with the pitch, 2-2 at the park. Astrodome says 1-4. Single to left field. Nettles will be on first. That's a nice clean base hit to left. Cruz will throw that in. Next batter up will be Kennedy. Infield goes to halfway to get ready for the double play. Surratt says a 2, nothing happening. Ryan will go ahead and pitch. That's a 2-1. That's a walk chance. The 12 is high. Kennedy will get to swing, 4-5, and he grounds it to short. Double play. Let's see. Kennedy is a 4. 0 from Ryan. Infield halfway is a 5. Second base for the Astros, Pankovitz, a 0. A 1-5, they turn the double play. This time they do. 6-4-3, 2 outs. They didn't turn it the last time on a 1-5. This time they do. As Nolan Ryan gets his best friend, and here is Garvey. Garvey is 0 for 1. Infield back to normal. Ryan will pitch, 2-1. Walk chance, 16 high. Garvey will swing, 4-4, star 3, and he grounds it to short. So nothing there for the Padres except a hit. Bottom of the 4th coming up in this really important game here in the National League West. Here's Denny Walling. He'll lead off against Hoyt. Let's see. Hoyt can pitch to 27, and Ryan can pitch to 28. Not bad. LaMarr Hoyt will pitch to Walling here, starting the bottom of the 4th. Hoyt with the pitch, 6-3, error on a throw. Walling will swing, 4-1. That's a star 3. It is a ground ball to short. The ball is hit to Templeton. His error rating is an 8. That's a 4, and it's going to be a throwing error. That is an error on the throw. The throw is to Garvey. His range is a 3. Does he prevent the ball from going past him? Yes, he does. So Walling will have to stay at first, but that is an E6. That's an E6. So Walling is safe. First error on the Padres. Big error there on Templeton as he threw the ball wide of the mark. Garvey was lucky to keep it from going past him. Infield goes halfway. A chance for the Astros. Here's Cruz. Checking for Strat. And that's a 7. Nothing happening. Hoyt will pitch. That's a 4-4. And against the lefty, it's a walk chance. But the 17 is way too high. Cruz will swing. That's a 4-3. It's a ground ball to second. Do they turn the double play? Cruz double play rating 2. Nothing from Hoyt. Infield halfway is 3. Shortstop Templeton, no adjustment. A 1-3. And they don't get it. Dennis Walling will be thrown out at second, but Cruz will be safe at first on the fielder's choice. And we got one out. Here's Jerry Mumphrey with one out, and the infield still playing halfway. Strat says an 11, nothing happening. Hoyt will pitch to Mumphrey. 3-3, and against the lefty switch, that's a blank. Mumphrey will swing. 3-2, line drive to short. Do we have a double play? That's a 2, and no, we do not. Cruz gets back, 2 outs. Mumphrey laced it right to Templeton, make the catch, but Cruz got back with not a problem. And now here's Glenn Davis. Davis is 0 for 1. Infield now normal. Strat says a 17, nothing happening. Davis will pitch. And that's a 5-1 from Hoyt. Actually, Davis will hit. That's a double question mark. That's a 17. Way too high for either of them, so that is a blank. Davis gets to swing. He hits a 6-4. That's a star 1 and a ground out to second. And the inning ends there. So the error does not do any damage. We are still tied at 1 after 4. Top of the 5th. Leading off for the Padres, Carmelo Martinez. Pitch from Ryan. 1-3. That's a home run with a question mark. Martinez is a righty. 1-16. That's a 16. It passes. Martinez needs a 12 or lower to go yard. And he does. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is hit deep to center field, and it is gone. Home run, Carmelo Martinez. And the Padres take the lead. Stadium groans. Ugh. Padres now lead it 2-1. A solo shot by Carmelo Martinez. Barely cleared. Nolan Ryan pitched a bad one there. Gave him a grapefruit. Martinez turned it into fruit salad. Here's Tim Flannery. He'll come up to bat now, 2-1. Ryan will pitch to Flannery. That's a 6-5. That's a walk chance. The 13 is good. Flannery will walk, and he'll go to first. So after pitching a few good innings, Ryan now in trouble. That brings up the pitcher, LaMarr Hoyt. Let's see if again the bunt comes up. The last time he bunted wasn't so good. That is a 1. Nope. And Flannery is not going to try to steal, so Hoyt's going to hit away. Ryan will pitch. That's a 3-2. Range play at the park. Astrodome says 3-4. That's a fly ball to center field. That ball is hit to Bass. His range is a 2. And he makes the catch, barely. And that is the second out. Actually, that's the first out. I'm sorry. Out number 1 as he flies out to center. Next batter for the Padres, Miguel Delone with 1 out now. Infield is still halfway. Delone 0 for 1 with a walk. Strat 19, nothing happening. Ryan will go ahead and pitch. 6-6, error on a throw. Delone swings 2-5, ground ball to short. The ball is hit to Reynolds. His error rating is a 6. That's a 16. He's not going to make an error. Let's see if he turns the double play. Delone 3-0 plus 1 is 4. Second base, Pankovitz, no adjustment. A 1-4, they turn it. And they don't. Flannery will make it to second on a 6, and there are 2 outs. Not turning double plays when you got a 1-4 or a 1-5 chance can spell disaster if you can't get those 2 outs. So the runner moves over to second, allows the Padres to bring up another batter, and that's Gary Templeton with a runner on second now and 2 outs. The infield is normal. Ryan will, let's check out the strat. That's a 16, nothing happening. Ryan will pitch. That's a 2-6, strikeout chance. 4 got him. Ryan struck him out. And that is only the second strikeout for Ryan in this game. But the Padres do get a home run, and we are halfway through the game. It was the Astros who won this game 2-1. So now the Padres lead 2-1. We already have an ahistorical game coming up. So now we'll see if the Astros can pull out the win or turn back here. Let's see what we got. Here's Jim Pankovitz. He's 0 for 1. Don't know where Steeler fan is, but you can always check the replay out. Hoyt will pitch to Pankovitz. 2-4, that's a blank. Pankovitz gets to swing 3-2. He grounds it to short. Out number 1. And here's Mark Bailey. Bailey 0 for 1. Pitch from Hoyt. 1-5. That's a blank. Bailey will swing 3-6, star 6, and a fly out to right. And that's out number 2. Next up is Nolan Ryan. He will swing. Hoyt will pitch. That's a 3-1. That's a blank. Ryan gets the hit. And that's a 1-4, and he grounds it to first. And a 1-2-3 inning for Hoyt. At the end of 5, 2-1 Padres. Baseball Demos joins us here at the Astrodome. Top of the 6th. Steeler fans going to catch a replay. Skip the game going straight to the ticker. Yeah, probably. Always loves to have his ticker, but I don't know why he'd want to skip this game. It is his Astros. Top of the 6th, 2-1 in favor of the Friars. Tony Gwynn leads off. He is 1 for 2. Ryan with the pitch, 3-1. Strikeout chance, 20 is out of there. Gwynn will swing 5-5, and that is a question mark 8. A ball hit to center field. That is a 15 against a righty. That's just going to be a fly out to center. It is too high. Fly out to center. And that is out number 1. Next up is Greg Nettles. Nettles is 1 for 1, singled and walked. Ryan's pitch, 1-4, strikeout chance. 10 is too high, barely misses. Nettles gets the swing, 1-6, and he grounds it to third. Out number 2, here's Terry Kennedy. Kennedy is 0 for 2. Ryan will pitch to Kennedy. And that's a 5-2. Error on a grounder. Kennedy will swing 6-2. Fly ball center field. Of course, no error there. And Ryan has a nice 1-2-3 inning, which he needed. Side retired. Bottom of the 6th coming up. You thought it strange that base runner on third -2 infield is halfway, but base runner is now reduced if infield is in. No. Base runner on third is -1 when the infield is halfway. -2 when the infield is in. You got that reversed, I think. You got that reversed. Infield halfway, base runner on third -1. The base runner on first is -1 as well when the infield halfway. No change, of course, when the infield is in. Base runner is -2 when in, -1 halfway. Sometimes I do that just to see if I can get a double, if there's a chance at a double play. Bottom of the 6th, 2-1. LaMarr Hoyt pitching some pretty good ball today. But leading off for the Astros will be Bass. He hit a home run today. He is 1 for 2. LaMarr Hoyt will pitch. That's a 4-1 range play at the park. Astrodome says 4-1. That's a star, too. It's a ground ball to third. And that's Nettles. His range is a 3. He's got it, and he'll throw to first for the out. Nice play by Nettles. Much different ball game between the Padres and the Astros than here. Much different ball game we have here at the Astrodome than the last game we had in the Astrodome, where we had 23 runs scored. Brandon Baker joins us here at the Astrodome. Here's Craig Reynolds. Reynolds is 0 for 2. Hoyt's pitch, 6-5, strikeout chance, 3, got him, struck him out. And that is strikeout number 3 for Hoyt. 2 down. A chance now for Denny Walling. 2 outs. As a Reds fan, who are you pulling for here? I'll explain it to you in a second. Hoyt will pitch to Walling. That's a 6-5, strikeout chance, 16 is high. Walling gets the swing, 4-6, star 6, and he flies out to right. And another 1-2-3 inning for Hoyt. He is pitching very well tonight. At the end of 6, 2-1 Padres. Let me show Brandon Baker the updated stats here for him. In the National League West, the Reds have a 2-game lead on the Astros and the Padres. They're not going to catch the Dodgers for first, so the Reds will probably but right now, these 3 teams are going for second and third. So, and the Padres and the Astros are tied. So whoever wins this game moves into third place. So you can root for whoever you want there. And the way the 10-minute ticker is going now with fast score, the teams that were not doing too well in the season, by the quick results charts, are now beginning to play the way I expected them to. Which tells me, although I love the quick results charts, a little too random. And I do want a little randomness, but the teams who should be there should be there. Top of the 7th, Nolan Ryan still has some gas in his tank. Let's see how we can go here. Here is Steve Garvey. Baseball, Philip Reynolds says orange is close to red. There you go. So Nolan Ryan will pitch to Garvey. So it's 50-50, exactly. Ryan's pitch, 3-3, blank. The only blank that's on his card that's not split. Garvey, 4-4, and that's a star 3, and it's a ground out to short. Out number 1. Next batter is Carmelo Martinez. He hit a homer his last time up. He's 1 for 2. That now makes 8 home runs in the Astrodome the last 2 games I've played here. And what a difference a game makes. The last time we were in the Astrodome, the Pirates and the Astros had 23 runs scored. In this game, we only got 3 so far. Of course, the game's not over yet. Ryan's pitch, 6-3 against a righty. Walk plus, that will get him easily. Martinez will trot to first. Next up is Tim Flannery. Infield goes to halfway. Flannery has walked twice. He doesn't have an official at bat. Strat says a 12, no play. Ryan will pitch. That's a 2-6. That's a strikeout chance. 17, no good. Flannery swings 4-6, and he grounds it to second. Flannery's double play rating 2. Nothing from Ryan. Halfway is 3. Shortstop Reynolds has no adjustment. So a 1-3, they turn the double play. And they do this time. 4-6-3 double play. Inning over. Ryan gets the help of the twin killing and ends the inning. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Padres leading the Astros 2-1. Sing your take me out to the ball game. I will be right back. Another reason why I like inside pitch. You get a game between the Pirates and the Astros where you get 23 runs and all the homers at the one stadium. Now you have a game between the Padres and the Astros, only got 3 runs. What a difference a game makes here at inside pitch. This game really, to me, is the best. What have we got coming up? Tomorrow we will have game 3 of the 2020 World Series between the Dodgers and the Rays. It'll be Charlie Morton versus Walker Buehler. We have that game tomorrow. And tomorrow night on Inside Pitch 1985, tomorrow night's game will go back to the American League for a very important matchup between the California Angels and the Chicago White Sox. It'll be Mike Witt versus Britt Burns for that game tomorrow night. Angels and the White Sox, a very important matchup, and you can tell here why. California right now is in 3rd place. White Sox 5 games back. So the White Sox still are alive, but they got to win games. So that is tomorrow's game between the White Sox and the Angels. Found it interesting. Replay Stratomatic. The Nats are 12-5, but so far an inside pitch are 7-0. Yeah, I did notice that too. That the Nationals right now are really overachieving in the game. But then again, the teams the Nationals you're playing right now are not that good. You haven't really played anybody strong. And the Mets, okay, in 2019 were still pretty decent, but they weren't great. You really haven't played your tougher teams yet. So we'll see what happens when you start playing teams like the Braves, the Cardinals, the Dodgers. We'll see how they do there. But yeah, I understand what you're talking about. Bottom of the 7th inning, Padres leading the Astros 2-1. LaMarr Hoyt is still got plenty of base gas left in him. They'll keep him out there. He is due to bat first in the 8th inning, so they'll see if he can go this inning here. Here's Jose Cruz. Bob B joins us here at the Astrodome. Cruz is 0 for 2. Hoyt's pitch, 5-1. Double question mark. Cruz is a lefty, and only a 1 would be a single one. That is a 7, so it's too high. Cruz will swing, 2-2, and that's going to be a ground out to third on a star 2. I might just say star, unless we already know it's an automatic out. Out number 1, here's Jerry Mumphrey. And that's true too, because and Bob is right there as well. Because remember, you're playing with results from the full season. Remember, the Nationals got off to a very slow start that year. So they got off to a slow start. They did not make it until after the All-Star break. Bob is correct. BTS is right. Here's Mumphrey. Hoyt will pitch 1-3 against the switch left. That's a blank. Mumphrey will swing 3-6, and that's going to be a ground out to third. That's a star 2, but a ground out to third. I really just want to stop staying star and just give you the result from the ground out. I can look at it maybe faster than that. 2 outs. Here's Glenn Davis. Davis is the batter. He is 0 for 2. Hoyt pitching a gem. Pitch from Hoyt, 1-1. Error chance. Davis will get a chance to swing, 3-5, and that's a fly ball to center field. And that ball is hit to Deloney. His error rating is a 10. That is a 5. It's an odd number. He will drop it. Deloney will drop it in center field. He will drop it in center field. So Davis' base running rating is a 1, and the center fielder is Deloney. He adds 1, so a 2. A 1-2, Davis gets to second base on the error, and he does not. He holds. So Davis does not take second base on the error. He will hold it first. So that is an E8, and the tying run is on. Second error on the Padres. Deloney, yeah, something like that. So Davis on it first after the error by Deloney. And now the batter will be Jim Pankovitz. So now we'll see if the Astros can take advantage of the mistake. He does drop the ball out there. Must have lost the ball in the lights. Or the dome or the ceiling. Maybe the ceiling was painted white during those times. I really don't know. 2 outs. And that is a 7. Nothing happening on the strat. Hoyt will pitch. That's a 6-1 range play. Pankovitz will swing 6-2. That's a base hit to right field. The right fielder is Gwynn. His range is a 3. And he'll make the catch. He takes a single away from Pankovitz, and the inning will end there. It turns out to a fly out to right field, and that will do it. Only an error, but again, it doesn't hurt the Padres. 2-1 after 7. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Nolan Ryan can pitch to 2 more batters before being tired. He is due to bat second in the 8th. They're going to see if he can go. LaMarr Hoyt is pitching beautifully, but they are going to take him out as he is done. He will be tired after the next inning. So LaMarr Hoyt is coming out, and the Padres will go to the bench. has to be the most at bats. And coming on to pinch hit for the Padres will be K-Mac, Kevin McReynolds, 564 at bats. He did not get the start tonight, hence Deloney in center field, but he will come up to bat against Ryan. As the Padres are going to go to setup and then go to closer. Ryan with the pitch. That's his 4-6. That's a range play. McReynolds will swing 6-3. That's a base hit to center field, a single to center. Bass is out there. His range is a 2. Can he make the play? No, he can't. It's going to be a base hit. It falls in front of him. Pinch hit single for McReynolds. And the next batter is Miguel Deloney. He is 0 for 2. He walked earlier in the game. Came back on at first. The infield is halfway. Deloney, they'll let him swing. That is a 17. Nothing happening. Ryan will pitch 2-5. That is a blank. He actually will be tired after this batter, but he is not tired there. So that is a blank. Deloney will swing, and that's a 6-1, and that's a fly out to left. And that is the first out. Now here's Gary Templeton. Now Ryan is tired. And they're going to see if he can go, although that did hit the blank the first time. So it did hit the tired symbol the first time. They'll take a chance it won't happen again. McReynolds on it first. Checking a strat. That's a 5. Nothing happening. Ryan will pitch. 5-1. Wild pitch. 4. Sends it to the backstop. And McReynolds will trot down to second, and Ryan throws it away. Now, if you hit a single one, that will probably score Reynolds with a base running rating of 4. They have no choice. Ryan now has to come out. So the wild pitch allows Reynolds to go to second. Templeton is still the batter, got a switch hitter and a lefty. And I think the Astros will go with a left-hander here. Let's see who it's going to be. They will go with the workhorse, Jeff Calhoun. 2 wins, 5 losses, 4 saves, a 2.54 ERA. Jeff Calhoun will pitch to Templeton. Infield now back to normal. McReynolds on at second. Strat says a 3. Nothing happening. Calhoun will pitch. And that is a 2-2, which is a range play at the park. Astrodome says 4-3, and that is a fly ball to left field. That ball is into Cruz. His range is a 3, and he can't make it. Single or double? That's going to be a base hit. It's a single. Kevin McReynolds, base running rating is a 4. A ball is hit to Cruz. +1 is 5. So a 1 to 5. Set to left field, and to get to home is +1 is a 6. So there's no throw. McReynolds will score automatically. It is now 3-1 Padres. RBI single by Templeton. Stadium groans. So Jeff Calhoun gives up an RBI single to Templeton. Padres now lead 3-1 here with 1 out in the top of the 8th. As Bob's Tabletop Sports seems to be rooting for the Friars. Next batter for the Padres is Gwynn. Tony Gwynn is 1 for 3. Checking a strat, a 3. Ooh, Templeton's got a steal chance. 15 minus 1 is 14. And Bailey is no adjustment. A 1 to 14, Templeton steals second. Safe. Not a problem. Templeton will take the stolen base. Re-rolling the strat. A 12. This time, nothing happening. Ryan will be waiting in the clubhouse for Calhoun. He has something for him. I'm sure he does. Templeton on its second. Calhoun with the pitch. That's a 4-2 against the lefty. Strikeout plus. Got him. He struck out Gwynn. And that is a big K. 2 outs. Next up now will be Greg Nettles. 12, nothing happening. Calhoun will pitch. That's a 4-5, and that is a home run question mark. Nettles is a lefty, 1-18, 15 it clears. Against the lefty, a 19 for Nettles. A 1-19, this ball is gone. Good night, Gracie. Kaboom, it is out of here. Greg Nettles. For a stadium that's only given up 94 home runs in 1985, that now makes the 9th home run that I've had, in this stadium the last 2 games. 2-run jack by Nettles. And it is now 5-1 Padres. As Bob's Tabletop Sports says, bye-bye. Oh, not good for Jeff Calhoun. The batter now is Terry Kennedy. I don't know. For only 94 home runs at the Astrodome, I don't think they took inside pitch into account. But I guess there were a lot. I don't know. We'll see. But that had 6 home runs in the game against Pittsburgh. I have 1, 2, 3 of them here in this game. Calhoun will pitch to Kennedy, try to get out of the inning. And that is a leaner. I'll redo it. 3-1. Range play. Kennedy will swing. 3-4. Ground ball to second. Pankovitz's range is a 3. He can't get it. It's a base hit. The hits continue. Kennedy nails himself a single. He will hold it first. The next batter is Garvey. Garvey is 0 for 3. Surprised Astros have a -1 factor. Usually he doesn't do that unless I think the home runs are around less than 80 or something, I think. 2 outs. Infield will stay normal. No strat roll, but there is pickoff because of the balk, and it's not there. Calhoun will pitch. 1-5, and against the righty, it's a blank. Garvey gets the swing. 4-5, and that's going to be a fly out to right, and that will end the inning. Three runs on 4 hits, a home run by Greg Nettles, and we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Leading off for the Astros will be the catcher, Mark Bailey. Calhoun is due to bat second in the inning, so he's automatically coming out as they'll go to a pinch hitter. Padres need a new pitcher. They now have a 4-run lead, so let's see what they want to do here. You got pinch hitter switch. And let's see. Decisions. Padre bullpen's pretty good. Padre bullpen was not too bad. They're going to go with Luis De Leon. No wins, 3 losses, 3 saves, a 4.19 ERA. Right now it's a 4-run lead, so they don't really need to go with their main pitchers. So he'll go up against Mark Bailey here in the bottom of the 8th. Pitch from De Leon, 4-4. That's a blank. He's not tired. Bailey will swing, 4-2, and that's going to be a ground out to short. That's out number 1. Pinch hitter coming in for the Astros. Has to be most at bats available. Let's see who they got on the bench. And it's going to be Bill Doran. That had 578 at bats. Bill Doran had the day off, but he will come up to bat here against De Leon. There is 1 out. Pitch on the way, 2-4. That's a home run straight. Doran against a righty is a 14. That's a 14. It is gone. Bill Doran pinch hit home run off of De Leon. That is out of here. It's now 5-2. Stadium gets a little excited, but they're still down by a good amount of runs. Bill Doran, pinch hit home run, now 5-2. And now a chance for Kevin Bass. And 1 out. Padre bullpen getting ready again. And he will pitch to Bass. Bass has also hit a home run in this game. He is 1 for 3. De Leon's pitch. 5-1, range play. Bass gets the swing, 2-4. And that's a star 3. It's a grounder to short. Ball is hit to Templeton. His range is a 4. He's got it. Throws to first, out number 2. And now here's Craig Reynolds. De Leon will pitch to Reynolds. Reynolds is 0 for 3. 2 outs. Infield is normal. De Leon's pitch, 1-5. Strikeout chance. 10, too high. Reynolds will swing, 6-5, and that's going to be an automatic out, and it's a star 2 and a ground out to third, and the inning ends there. But the Astros get 1 run on a pinch hit homer by Doran. At the end of 8, 5-2 Padres. We go to the top of the 9th. Leading off for the Friars is Carmelo Martinez. Astros need a pitcher. It is right, left, and pinch hitter coming up, as De Leon is going to be out of there because he's due to bat third in the inning. And that's one of the reasons why I decided to use him. So let's see who the Astros want to use here. And they're going to go with Jeff Heathcock. 3 wins, 1 loss, a save, a 3.36 ERA. Heathcock will pitch to Martinez here to start the top of the 9th. Yep, Gossage is getting warmed up. Heathcock will pitch. And that is a 5-4. That's a strikeout chance. 14 is high. Martinez will swing, 1-3, leadoff base hit to center. Single for Martinez. That's his second hit of the game. He hit a home run earlier, and he's now 2 for 3. The batter now is Flannery. Infield halfway, and there is no strat. Heathcock will pitch. 3-5 against the lefty. That's an automatic out. It would have been a home run if Flannery was a righty. But that's a star, and that's going to be a grounder to short. Flannery's double play rating 2. 0 from Heathcock. Halfway is 3. Second base, Penkovich, no adjustment. A 1-3. And they get it. 6-4-3 double play, 2 outs. Well done there by Heathcock. And that is the fourth double play the Padres have hit into. They've hit into 4 double plays. The Padres will go to the bench. It is the 9th inning, so they can have anybody they want bat. And it's going to be Jerry Davis with a 293 average. Jeff Heathcock will pitch to him. Infield is back, 2 outs now. Heathcock, and that's a 1-5. Walk chance, 18 is high. Davis gets the swing, 3-3, and he grounds it to short, and the inning ends there. No runs and a hit for the Padres. We go to the bottom of the 9th, 5-2. Will we see some 9th inning magic? Padres are not stupid. They're going to go with Gossage. 5 wins, 3 losses, 26 saves, a 1.82 ERA. Hoyt will get the win, and right now, Nolan Ryan is still on the hook for the loss. Leading off for the Astros will be Denny Walling. He will bat at 270. Astros fans hoping for something here. Remember, 10-minute ticker coming up after this. Gossage will pitch. And that's a 4-2. That's at the park. Astrodome says 5-1, and it's a fly ball to right field, out number 1. Next up will be Jose Cruz. Cruz batted 300. He will swing. Gossage with the pitch. That's a 6-4. Home run with a question mark. Cruz is a lefty. A 1-5. That's a 1. It clears. Cruz has a 7. A 1-7. This ball is out of here. Yes, it is gone. Goodbye. Jose Cruz gets a home run. He smacks one out of here. He hits that one out into the left field seats. That is a goner. 5-3 Padres. What? Did you expect a 1-2-3 inning? 9th inning on RJL 518? I think not. And 9th inning magic doesn't always mean the other team is going to win the game or so. It does mean if they score or anything happens. 5-3, Gossage gives up the homer. And the batter is Jerry Mumphrey. Mumphrey is 1 for 3, 277 average. He will swing. Still 1 out. Now it's a save situation. Gossage will pitch. 4-1. That's a blank. He's not tired. Mumphrey will swing. 2-5. Ground out to first. Out number 2. And the last chance for the Astros will be Glenn Davis. He batted 271. He will swing. Davis reached on an error his last time up, but he's 0 for 2. Gossage looking in. 5-3 now. Gossage will pitch. And that's a 4-4. It's a blank. Davis gets the swing. 6-6 against a righty. Single past second base. The tying run coming to the plate. Davis gets the base hit against a righty. Single past second. And the batter is Jim Pankovitz, and I'm going to check the bench. Pankovitz is at second base. Let's see if I want to do anything here. And coming on to pinch hit for Pankovitz, and Pankovitz is at second base, so I'll have to replace him if this game goes any further. Is going to be Alan Ashby. Alan Ashby, 280 average, but I'm using him for the 20 home run on the right side. So Rich Gossage now will pitch to Ashby to try to see if Ashby can maybe do it here. So here's Alan Ashby pinch hitting for Pankovitz. Yeah, he hit his pull. He did have his pull number, but I usually will only use that for starters. I usually don't use those for relievers. I usually will use those for starters only, not for relievers. And I look to see if they got shelled. That's what I use it for. But yes, he did hit the pull number. But Gossage, you keep him in there. This is what he gets paid for to do. 2 outs. Gossage will pitch to Ashby. Tying run at the plate. 2 outs. There is no strat. Gossage will pitch. And that's a 4-4. It's a blank. Ashby will swing 4-2. Ground ball to first base. Picked up there by Garvey. He's got it. Runs to the bag. Tags the bag. That's your game. Padres beat the Astros 5-3. 1 run on 2 hits. There was still some magic, but Rich Gossage does close the door. Final line score coming up, and don't forget, 10-minute ticker. Presented by Fast Score Baseball. Somewhere Steeler fan is saying somewhere Steeler fan is saying rigged. That's what he's saying. He's saying rigged. Let's see. For the Padres, 5 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. For the Astros, 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. LaMarr Hoyt does get the win. Nolan Ryan takes the loss. Gossage will get credit for the save. 10-minute ticker coming right up. Don't go away for the out-of-town scoreboard. Presented to you by Fast Score Baseball. Let's play some Fast Score Baseball. It is time for the 10-minute ticker. San Diego does beat the Astros here, 5-3, so we put that in. And it was an 8 versus 8 according to them, so this was supposed to be a pretty even game. So it could have went either way. So the Padres actually go ahead and go a historical because the Astros actually won this game 2-1. So we do have a change. So here we go, Texas and California. The Rangers have an 8. And that is a 12, and that's going to be a 1. For the Angels, a 6. 55, and that is a 5 for them. They beat the Rangers. Minnesota at Cleveland. Minnesota is a 16. That's a 26, and they get 4 runs. Cleveland is a 6. They get a 31, and that is 3 runs. Minnesota wins. Baltimore at Detroit. Baltimore with a 10. 33 with a 10. That is 4 runs. Detroit with a 12. 32, and that is also 4 runs. So we have clutch. Baltimore is a -2. Detroit is a -1. Baltimore -4 -1 is 4 -2 is 2. Detroit 3 -1 is 2. We roll again. It's a tie. No, I'm sorry. That was 3 -2 is a 1. Baltimore wins the game. And we'll make it 5, and we'll give them a 5-4 win. Boston at Milwaukee. Boston is an 18. And that is a 15. Not a good roll on an 18. 15 is only 3. It is 3 runs, though. Milwaukee's an 8. And that's 63. That's going to win them the game. That's a 7. So Milwaukee beats the Red Sox 7-3. Toronto at the Yankees. The Blue Jays are a 12. That's a 25, and they get 3 runs. Yankees are a 9. A 44, and they get 5 runs. They win that one. They beat the Blue Jays. Kansas City has a doubleheader against the Athletics. Kansas City in 11. That's a 44. They get 5. Oakland has a 6. 631, and that is 3. Kansas City beats the A's. Game number 2, 18 for Kansas City. That's a 15. They get 3. Oakland 13. 13-33, and they get 4. And they split a doubleheader, which normally happens. White Sox against the Mariners. White Sox have a 15. That's a 24, and that's 4 runs for them. Mariners have an 8. And that's 12. That's not good. That's going to be only 1. White Sox beat the Mariners. San Francisco against the Braves. 7 for the Giants. 61. That's a good game for them. That's 6 runs. Atlanta also has a 7. That's a 41. And that's just going to be a 6-4 win for the Giants. Cardinals at the Cubs. Cardinals a 20. That's a 13, not a good roll on a 20. That only gives them 2 runs. Can the Cubs with a 6 win it? That's a 35. Yes, the Cubs win that game 3-2. I know for a fact Cardinals did win that one, so that was a change. Dodgers and the Reds. And I know Brandon Baker watching this one. The Dodgers have a 7. That's a 36. They get 4 runs. The Reds have a 4. That's a 34, and that is going to be 3 runs. The Dodgers will beat the Reds. Mets taking on the Expos. The Mets have a 26 and a 24, and that is going to give them 5 runs. The Expos have a 6. A 33, and that's going to be 3 runs. My Mets have a happy recap. Philadelphia taking on the Pirates. A 3 for the Phillies. 54, and that is 4 for them. Pirates with a 6. That's a 22, and that's 2 runs. And the Phillies get a big win there as they're still chasing everybody. They're still chasing 3rd place in the National League East. We now move on to September 16th. Baltimore taking on Detroit. And that is a 15. That's a 13 and a 15. And that is going to be 2 runs. Baltimore gets 2. Detroit with a 14. 14-13. And that is 2 runs. Again, these two will play extra innings. Baltimore -2. That's a 4. They have a 2. Detroit -1. That's a 4. They have a 3. They will win that game, and I'll give Detroit the win there and make it 3-2 for the Tigers. Seattle taking on Kansas City. And that is a 26. That's an 8-26. And we got 3 runs for the Mariners. Kansas City 5. And that's a 34 on a 5. And they get 3 runs as well. Extra innings. Seattle's clutch is 2, and that 4 plus 2 is a 6. Kansas City's clutch is also 2. 5 plus 2 is a 7. Kansas City will win the game, and they will win it 4-3. Boston at Milwaukee. The Red Sox have 15, and that is a 55. That's pretty good. That's 7 runs. Milwaukee has a 9, and that is 21, and that is not a problem. That's going to be 2, as the Red Sox will beat the Brewers. Texas at Minnesota. Yeah, I bought them all. I bought them all, baseball demos. I got them all. 1950s all the way. Trust me, it was worth the price. I no longer have to create my own chart. Just print and go. 56. And this was for the Rangers. It's an 8. And that is going to be a 6. For the Twins, they have 13. That's 63. And that's going to be an 8. The Twins will beat the Rangers. Cleveland at the Yankees. Cleveland has an 8. And that's 21. That's not that good. It's going to be 2 runs for them. Yankees a 16. They get 36, and that's going to be 5 runs. Yankees will beat the Indians. Houston taking on Atlanta. Astros have a 13. And a 13 is not good on a 13. That only gives them 2 runs. Not a good roll. Atlanta has a 7. And that is a 56. That's going to win the game as the Braves get a big upset on the Astros 6-2. That's a tough loss. San Francisco against the Reds. San Francisco has a 6. That's 31. And that is going to be 3 runs. The Reds have a 10. And that's 13. That's not good. That's only going to be 1 run. The Giants upset the Reds there 3-1. Cubs taking on the Expos. Cubs have an 8. 51 for the Cubs, and that is going to be 5 runs. Expos have an 18, and that is a 53. They'll win that one, I believe, easily, I think, with an 18. Yeah, that's 7 runs. Expos will win. Philadelphia against the Mets. Kevin Gross taking on Dwight Gooden. -2 for the Phillies. And they roll a 21, and that is going to be 1 run as Dwight Gooden makes a big difference. Mets have an 8. And a 63, they'll take care of that. They'll have a happy recap. They win the game 7-1. St. Louis, a doubleheader against the Pirates. They have a 15. That's 32, and that's going to be a nice 4 runs for the Cardinals. Pirates have -4. And that's 11. That's a shutout. So John Tudor shuts out the Pirates. Cardinals now with a 14. And that is 12. That's not good. That's only 1 run. Can the Pirates upset them? They have a 1. And that is 61. Yes, they will. They'll get 4 runs. The Pirates split a doubleheader with the Cardinals. Final game, Dodgers and the Padres. Dodgers with a 7. And that's 35, and that's going to be a 3 3 runs. The Padres have a 5, and that's a 34, and that is 3 runs as well. We got extra innings. The Dodgers have a 0 for clutch, so it's just a 4. It's just a 4. The Padres have a 0 for clutch, and that's a 1. The Dodgers will win the game, and I'll give them the extra run. It'll be 4-3, and that does it. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. And tomorrow we will have Mike Witt against Britt Burns. The California Angels in a big game against the White Sox. Someone took a crap on my Reds tonight. Ugh. Yeah, it looks like you have to buy the whole decade to get a season in the 70s or 80s. Believe it or not, Dave, it's a great buy. You don't have to make a chart anymore. It's a lot more realistic, and it's not as random. It really isn't as random. The teams play the way they should. It doesn't always mean the same teams will win all the time, as you can see right happen tonight. But the teams that should be there, okay, should be playing the way they are. So quick results to me, I love quick results, a little too random. Fast score, not as much. Fast score actually takes the standings and stats into effect, and the pitcher as well. Brandon Baker, Baseball Demos, Bears Den, Bob's Tabletop Sports, Bob B, Brandon Baker, Philip Reynolds. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Yep, crap with an ace on the mound can win more often. Exactly. Can win tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Would be most appreciated. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for more baseball. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Stay smart. Stay snow. What's snow? I live in South Florida, Brandon. Snow. Oh, it's that white stuff that falls from the sky. Oh, okay. I totally forgot. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong, and we'll see you guys later. It is the Padres beating the Astros tonight, 5-3. Take care, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.